My time, run town, sorry.
Baby, why not dance? Another day, very long and never did
Yes, you can.
Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Weekend, it's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
Peace FM.
Preaching the whole world. Say constitution ya GD. Our Ghana constitution. German for the GD. And I will not pass them. And a constitution. Yeah, it govern the whole entire planet. Get me my side check for Emma Mama Sesano. It's not going to work. This generation has one Monsieur Bibi. As I see a swear Nimudian answer. Near swing and go home.
Mamma was just one of this statement that Bontense, German embassy in a Diabanana.
I no crap. Me and I'm a codin and run.
The German embassy
from German embassy.
Ombazom Chese.
Ombazom Chese, Daddy Kodo for Sulumba. That's when Mamma Cosia said, and I'm about every judge in German embassy.
A judge and I said, Quadjibra, and I said, Moana Mogada, I
can't evidence because Omka said, Ye Jamama, Akosia said, Wafusu, and yes, one might approve woman to me, and a German embassy ambassador on Ra. What do we say, Mammy, councillors in the Mammy, say, me famra, will be a beside me from Mama, say, Mama, Akosia said, Wafusu. That the number one for mother so worry. We won't want a better to woman. Until you are a German for a was and I was German for.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Weekend, it's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your
thing
favorite
about this life is we say my Jumtini Cassia and Wagan and say it. There is something back. Now maybe church the same Magana for a tin year maybe a Kosogan and say Mansuche and yet. Now my deep Papa she who yaw Papa she when you're good man of God I'm telling you today. Me who so be jina ko yi document bi and be free Germany abania dia de ena ye as a man of God uni obi a ka say ka utimi ye den e ka o mu bom kura ansa na asem no be ba court aye den aba want me ni o man kasa it's like Bible kura ya che say man so twe enye wu Papa she as why they be ukuta Bible a wo preach it is sabita frache uni nyansa se obeka mai mi enu abom na daddy lumba ewuachi aye peace yomu gu papa nani ma asio batomu ni o ti ase e na ye ma me no so a wo fira blochira ba Ghana wo betwe ma nsu o hwe na blochira wo enya ada no wa metina Ghana da upon all this years want me anka bibi da papa wu ya afi na wo ba be ye dede wo na chi ye nya ne sa
Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
weekend, it's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Digital and on your smartphone.
The radio is hot.
What on the jump on the other party? Entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment. I've been another. Entertainment review. Listening up on 14 entertainment. Entertainment review. Down up over my fans.
Look at me, say. When you be worried, now why drink say who person who go aware no. Ah, wouldn't say ya ordinance marriage no. So who can we say court on Kwana ye gulu. nti wontumi mfa obema ne nsa mfa nko na wonya wadwen se wagunu ana won draw letter from a lawyer's office enkoma no e ma no won na wungunu na wonya wadwen se aware na egu na mom watu sa na mo ne sensa na wodi kwa ye odi abayo eyese wo ye ne mra ne sie no eka ho na wanye na wirefrem bema no ewu na bema na busuafo eka tro se omu recognize you say ni say ya ehwo na mra no ebetumi ya ba boa. On the other hand, say we musu na wo sorry ye wo a wo tro letter no say wo gu aware wo a wo de be ma ne nsa no ede ekoye no na wo de ko wie ye no one to us when wo aware na wo pa wo ba bi etena ye. Next, under ordinance marriage, so one mienu mu ba ko bi akokobo adwaman a ye fa ne bigamy mema na ya etaye sa no mani bi di se be ma no akofa oba bi ana woni obi awo a emberemu no eyese wo oba na wo ordinance marriage no just a one hunu wo hunu esa wo de court na wo kunu no court twena so on grounds of bigamy na what the kind nsa no akọ na what is akofa oba bi ne na wo ba ko mienu miensa mfia baburu bikura edukura ani a sabe ade ayema oba ni be me wo wentamu ama enti oba ni be ma na ware enya oba ni na ware no ene mpaso agoro what deny no why here because wadwe no watum krado so nya me kunu biem ana se be ma nso na ka so nya me yere ebiem na what is ampa wakwakofa obi ene na wo ba ko mienu miensa emfa wo ho because why wadwe so nya wo hwe ebiem na fe nipa ne kowu a na wo de krata ba ko se mepa me ne Mrs. Anoche from Pon ana Mrs. Menu mepa chao emrano be kase amemrano be bi se bisa wonsam a wontimi nyia no da dwen na ba wutiri ma wo de nsa no e de koi two what say oni obi hye wo be kase an what no emra kwan be na wo de wukunu no e de efa so se wo de nsa ko ntini bibia ehia wo biem ana wo de nsa no kwa na esa wo court no about 10 years ni wontu one 9 court nti timi nsa ware wo nya interested e wo mu bio nti se ba ne sa na ma wo nia emra no atro eda ho no wara wana montu bi a wutu ye nti no wantumi ama mra na amoa. I hope you understand. Et say wo complain say we sika ayira na ye bisa se sika no wo de to hene wo so me de to me dem ana me to dan ni mu krado wo say obi obeti bia no obesu ama na ye bisa wo say sika no wo de to hene wo say ye pon court no ka kwan ne nchen wa na mija sika no nti wo ja wo sika o ka kwan ne nchen nti wadwene ya wo say wo be kwa beto sika no na even though mra ne say ade bia anya wo de anfa wonsa enka na wona ade ne ya wo de anhwe ba bia wuja no nti na kesa mra ne ntumi mba wo ho bai.
Your last one, the make us last one by education here pa. Imagine say my worry under ordinance na makofa me yere echi me yere betumi asi oba kro na me ne koye sa no mpacho oba no nya boni bia eyi no besi ne kunu no ene eboni din wo mo ne kunu na enya ne kunu no ne ko sign contract na aware bia ye contract aware contract nti ne kunu no betumi ede na afa emra kwanso de ne fa emra kwanso ya na court na atwe na so na wahwe say onko sa oba ne hu bi it be sasa because on say issue ya bay a lot of people e kasa na metie one of the interviews or can say marriage under ordinance no a patch say ukunu body no e won kwa wodia it means no be about town who be you have the other party which is the wife no kwa no betumi ade take you on the other lady because can said the body ni on kwadia not even the husband alone but the lady the wife can take on the probably the side chick people prefer call it obetin us the actually I didn't go quarter catch and say me kunu body no me ne ko so no kwa me media nte ba ne say no yede oba ho no ne say ohun so nipa na ye interview bi a wo so no emfinfini na no kora wo mu ne say ohun so bi ane wo kunu twempena nti wo di nipa ne de court ese ohun se wo hie nipa bi so beba be di adanse ama se sa nipa ne amedi adanse ama wa asem no enya nyina so wan ne be di adanse ama nya ukunu nko an obetuma di adanse ama wo sampa me ne ya amansa ye twe empena eno na be ma wadi nkunim na se ukunu na amedi adanse ama wa nyina so be na wo benya a kire se
wukunu no ne obi etwe empena ana communication bi so ana ekoso between the two of them wo sa oba no ukogunu sa communication amere ni mu no onka aware no wo body ni ye wukunu body ni ye wo de a enti ne ya ma utumi se do sa stage na wo de ne kwa court emra ye fa ne bigamy na ni wukunu no edi na nipa na o fam no do a third party ahwe emfa even post abaso ne natena awo eba say nipa no wo de ne kwa court ye nya de dey paasa wo de ne kwa court ye nya de dey because sabi yo wan ko repu no o mienu ka no te ase nti wukunu kwa na wo de no enya ai wo ne obi enya
your final words about country Ghana for especially marriage our year ho afutu
aware mu afutu no eno an say obi anhwe na ware ye se wa ware efie ede no a eye customary marriage no a se wo te ase se more or less yabusua mienu na aka bom aware febuo ma obi a wabusua no se ye broni de na ende nipa mienu pe na waware nti se ba akokọ ye boni bi a fa ne fa mra kwan so ntem ment na wa na ochina bi ana be ma na kowu efe na wo sori se wo ba abaji ne japade me ka sei wo hunu pa se wo kunu na ebo adwame wo hunu pa se wo ba bi enu miensa nkwala mienu miensa ewo enchen wan ka hwe na wan ka hwe no ye bisa ho se oba adwamanfo na oni wo kunu no enam no se bibi ni na kopie quarter so ono obaji atumi se no onim se wo kunu na ware so onim obeka so onim be man oba abese ne pen wan ka se me ni obi wo ordinance marriage no ne no etena no ne na tena na bia ewu aba na amfa oba ne na befa be man kwa efe na wo a watena sick long time and ka se wu aware no a wangu no enna na obeka se me ye eyere nti ne me dey conclude ana me dey ba wie ne se wo ekunu nso a hwe yie na montamu no antete anche because when Beman Muntum eteticha Embremufu as long as say Mun Nampa Bakusuna won't have sex and as a Mundim Pemu agron and no crying illegal in your term be a different desertion. You have deserted the marriage. Antina, baby Obian and a Yerete and Obian in Nukunuteno. You find a matrimonial home. Enti ayamrasa wo ware asa wona note ti lumba dia wudi agina so wa enti bi se bisa sanse mi na no ne etene se na ye nua ba ye fa ne se wa akosi ase wa se na onni nukunu lumba na ete all these years sanka sama ye kan na nka ko bie no baba mu afra no odobroni ka mamu da na to the extent se wutumi eja aware no ho wo ka baabi na ba ma no nso e ka baabi no na edisa na o me bai fi say nsa nya adwuma no obonsam ma na adwuma ye ti mafutuo ni say onni wukunu mo ware a mo kamom mo bi entena baabi na ochena ba aku ni wa aboa ba aku ma na kotwe mpena na otwe wi a na fei bia na eba bam na de nsam bebre ya de aba se ne aba ye nue ya wanya ne baabi kɔ no
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Peace FM.
Yes, Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Peace FM.
Are you ready? Lie.
Check this out.
Oh my goodness. Remember, you know how Mama Entertainment Review. And Benada October that also you know what tree. You gun common so. Art in entertainment in common here the Brem where yeah entertainment reviews will Peace 1043 FM. Kwesi Abuajini Medin. Awo Matanasi. Meniminuanum. Ene akosia sewa sama ukọ sama eye ebusuapanyi Kofi Usu Presla Ofori AK Odobroni and Transition Funeral Home ni reliefs ni beye 9 bi asa he therefore se beye 9 meba reliefs no court na boba kwegu court abrosko to ba kwa to nchen na court no kwa atrase no court abrosko to bi akwa to egu ensem no se de mu enchirechire mu tie the senior reporter Hello FM Kumasi Samson Kenya meche e wa amano so Samson da asimo akwa baba entertainment reviews here we
yeah I think we do so
etiefo tie ene eye high court to call asetena en samai me France sama akosu asewa afusu akwa sama odobroni ebusuapanyi ni Transition Funeral Home ene court to tena no ensem no se na tiefo yetio
you akosu me that basically I'm and send me and issues me and it mu ebae the last time we can say court no so be decided on a year process via Odobroni through a lawyer lawyer Ali Alpha FRA say almost challenge the capacity of Akosua Sewa say only capacity to even take legal action against or no ever high court na no ever ane omoko yakwa asamaso leadership during that with after and na the people buy and say true Akosua Odobroni lankasa or not through a lawyer or mwankasa your case in Sana Pana and free case and withdrawing say I withdraw more and fire that is almost challenging the capacity of a year Akosua Sewa but for more star I withdraw which is allowed ever court car some court while file process you want to withdraw it and a car and Akosua Sewa through a lawyer William Kusi no also the you be a injunction the court in far injunction to so let a mono to the bay you could be anti-minion idea and also so no court no and then a case no and then the echo again now a year her leadership a year during last month after and also so no waboku that's our injunction and year and you know we withdraw one more process say the issue of capacity or one can withdraw it voluntarily and on your court no I'm ruling on that or one withdraw it or one withdraw can make a court in basis and or one withdraw it meaning the lawyer who idea or more withdraw it and the issue of fair court and injunction a year body no set by obedient to mean connect a year 8 months and not the court no Emma ruling no Akosua Sewa and I say the European through the lawyer William Kuti and I filed that process and no court decided on my ruling on that or dismiss it or say or did too many and also can say a case in by November 25th that case the 10 of the past and I say actually substantive case maybe the process is after also be a court no nsɛm no process no bɛtumi akɔ so biara no court no so hyɛ so ɔmo yɛ nti basically apɛti 2 issues na pie withdrawal of the capacity application by Odobroni na the lawyer and a court no so ma ruling on fair nanka akosia the one through the lawyer William could so fire that application there open function say obodi be see tabo and answer to me I be see body no kwanza na just e matter na say body there when you access to a body na we dey o bet my and the court na dismiss then the court na can say by 25th November no ebedu on ruling na kasa ebeba.
Okay. So senya wo chirechire mu yi eniama beye 9 na ye akosua sewa ehwehwe free court no ho. Sa niama 9 no according to ono an nsamanse krata no ode call ye no. Ni statement of case na wo ka no. Enie Niedi Kain was say an order of this honorable court declaring that the plaintiff is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba. An order of this court declaring that it is only the plaintiff who has the right to perform the widowhood right of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba. Nyatosumi and so say a further order restraining the first defendant from ever dealing with the second defendant as spouse of the deceased. Yatosu 9, an order restraining the second defendant from carrying herself as a surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba. Sa eye reliefs we also court no antache kra, but injunction say amfa tabon fan to so say ebusua panyin ntumi nya yie wontumi nsie Lumba no o say no de court no ebogu ye.
Yes, court no bogu yi. What it means in the say nya wo kan ye no obade said dia mo de akodan court no eno eneye the substantive case and you know eno de so bogu na it means that all man the ruling of the whole case and you know the court is yet to give its ruling and answer or be pronounce on that. Then and mata who be no more by the issue of capacity and the other side of more lawyer and the issue of fair on fair or this we are all share I know you can carry any the substantive case or star at the big car or say I can't say me for primacy at the car seminary court in fact to me anybody no fine say obin to me and for body and answer or mumpanko and no anchor the substantive claim then or pray to the court say for primacy at the substantive case star acting ways the court say you be a try to obey and the court upward and we're going to for not carrying and form part of the substantive case until 25th November and you know you bet me
okay
Obama final ruling and obey the substantive case.
Okay. All right. So, but court no to me chair be a reason for the dismissal of ASR motion or notice for interlocutory injunction. No, tabon I couldn't be a what you tuma any yin or chair.
Our money ruling.
Okay.
On the Yanina almost dismiss it, what the application by Yanina and Oloma. If you are the next, in adjournment, this, if you are a call by my back, and then the idea was explaining the but I said, your course on the kind of what say. Obama ruling substantive case on 26th November by after evening Sawusha by interpreted many lawyer and I mean driver me the same yesterday and that was the entire case of Obama on my sad days I got him by the date no proposal in December
yeah 6 December
and Jim said you're not costing the person what's trying to say community be as a move young of a year. There's no so much as a year. Ruling the back and
some young man article. Some to me can. Oh. Who free a human na who chiremu but I'm sorry.
No me cafe. A year almost a date, a 5th December.
6 years.
And case, substantive case, at the 14th year, part one of the parties in the court. ɛyɛ nsɛm bɛyɛ ɛnan ɛna ɔmo hwɛ sɛ court no ɛbɛtumi de ama ɔmo ɛna ɔmo asa yɛ taa toɔ so sɛ yɛasɛm a yɛde abrɛ wo yi yɛbɛsa akyerɛ wo sɛ saafa tumi bi esi body no kwan nea nti a yɛ ana ɔmo yɛ sa lɔyafoɔ no de kete nea nti a ɔmo yɛ saa no sɛ woanyɛ saa ebi obi bɛtumi atake action bi na at the end of the day ruling is authenticated nti ɔmo makora no a ɛbɛyɛ of no effect nti na ɔmo yɛ sa ana meka sɛ nnɛ court no mmerɛ a wɔde smisiɛ deɛ wɔle yɛ agyaagye no kaeɛ no sɛ case na nkasa no 25th November no obiara process bi ɔwɔ sɛ obiara fa ruben famra by 25th November no ɔbɛma ruling so what it means no sɛ ebi a no planting na ohun sɛ injunction no there wouldn't be the need for injunction because ebedu time a wo bɛ one display say bi a obi bɛ kɔ akɔfa bɔdi ayɛ eyi a wasɛm no ɛbɛba no nya so mpasoɔ no kwa no waka asɛm na ewi.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not quoting the judge direct, but near my course because what this may say on some Nemum Obama ruling 25th November.
Okay.
And I'm assuming the date now, but the Bay Lumba, you know, propose the 5th December. So it means that if you are caught in Ajimocrano, the India will pet the Sardiano, and that's a also say. Why are you back to what some you know? Maybe Obia Papa that you know.
Okay. So Ebiania meti mi dia boano enana me kan bibi about reliefs. Akosha sewa na sem teacher or the kodan court say bia court in Kamano no. Wo hwe eye ni reliefs na. Enti minim say bia sa reliefs no eno na court ni che say bia 25th and 24th no bema ruling. Sa release no eno ne eye ensem be ye enan.
Yes, but I remember after potting here your court.
Yeah.
And they are not yet ruling Biama.
Okay.
And no the main case I happened before the court.
Okay. Enti sa niama enan we no. An order of this honorable court declaring that the plaintiff is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu. Chese court no nka se akusua se wa pe en oye woyere. An order exactly. An order of this court declaring that it is only the plaintiff who has the right to perform the widowhood right of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu aka Daddy Lumba. One chese wonu pe no betimi ayekuna se ne awuken ya. A federal order restraining the first defendant from dealing with the second defendant as spouse of the deceased. Just ma ebusuapeni any odo broni enye bibia be kire say bia wono enso ye oyere. An order restraining the second defendant from carrying herself as a surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu aka Daddy Lumba. Ma aye akoyi odo broni friend who say we Lumba yere. Sansem we na wo kire say no de court no say no na 25th as then obe me hu ni mu aya wo de ba.
Me part of the
okay.
Okay.
Ba kwa me pese me busa ne say nanu a wo mo court no asem ba kwa ebe ye nkomodie pa ne say court no ema efutuo bi. Court no efutuo ni nyina ne say asem we say wo metimi atena ase kura kan ofia. Na eno no na efiade ye atwemu yi womo etnase womo tenasem no so eno no womo bo court na mane court ni busa say okay ayemia matimi atenase eno ho asem te sen something
eno no de eno no Amsterdam amsa but de na wo kan e no kure sa da no judge no e ka kire o mo say afa enu no parties involved in that dispute omo aden no mo intiment trust no mo pa kwan so enka asem no ema mene lawyer William Kusi so kwa kasa ada na afare court ana na wo kire so say asem de judge na aka na no kure na omo so no omo nye omo agene say omo die o ka it is a big far if the need arise omo magino ho ahwe court court the court didn't mean show who be there and the more results some of ya mona the ba ka ebia you know mobile court in advice na judge them more afanu nyina na say busuafo nyina aka ayes omo beyi akwa ya mona ka judge no nya court no you know afu and that was make a case. So two parties involved in this state no ɛnyɛ adeɛ a wɔn kɔɔɛ no obi kɔka na yi deɛ ɛyi kɔɛ no sɛ ɔdɔbroni through the lawyer can say withdraw the issue of capacity a ɔyɛ ne adeade nti no menim sɛ judge no so ɛmusa because sɛ wɔn no pɛ so wɔn yɛ a nka wɔn no ka kyerɛ court.
Okay. So nia minim kakra ne sɛ mpɛn bebree no court nhyehyɛ ne nsɛnsɛm sei no ebi hɔ a ɛba na sɛ nka yɛ akosua sɛwa ɛpɛ injunction na court na bɔ injunction egu saa no court tumi ka sɛ legal fees ɛbɔ yɛ akosua sɛwa ka na ɛsɛ obutua ka ɛno no ɛte sɛn.
There was no fine.
Okay. There was no cost awarded to Odobroni ni obusuapeni omola. Okay. Okay, court na nka bibiasa. Okay. All right. Well, say ensem no emutitiri na working kind ni nyina odi nchechimi e dia abai. Ye beda ase na minim se mu wieye no say na eti wo honum saying the various parties teach you ebusuapeni say na ni dimi na tie na wo hwe se ni anim tie na ni agi ne ekɔso no wo hwe ebia ye akosua se wan so chita for lawyer say na tie minim so timi ni din komo say well the court dismissing the injunction no say na tie on any client omo gi ne saying ho kakra say na tie
or the saying unim senior assembly here no interest no high agents am for private people do because of the courtroom space wise in the obia na yama edumrem na mu pia na ma ebinuma be ma preaching and you know supporters no womma obia you obia na edumrem no omo court premise no untimi and them on because them no yakase obia nwura ho a and the obia pia what they say depending on side our it will be a lawyer William to see and a year the European set or more on a year or more and the 10 year or no more than them and another side so a year lawyer Ali so and they will be a and I will be a kata and fair or my yam will be a say apart from the legal reps no a kata it's a year on the kata and as a kosia one of the kasa and answer obi obia no mu bia na obia eko na asem de oka say yan kan de obia wo didi wona asem ntire ya na lawyer William kusi kasa na sare ya boys no adwuma ya get ready by the time the boy na ono de also wo didi o court no that's the model.
Okay. Say at the end of the day, because say idea ba ku ebu abono njanshi no ma bruce kuto akoto baby enti the main ebiana substantive issues to say yenka say the client akosua se wape no betimi aye kuna ono pe no betimi afre no oyire no ose owogidie pa se court no bebu ama no ebua asem no
ono owogidie and meaning that other side lawyer Ali and increment man kasa so busa ono susu enim say na some of the and he court prim say you know 25 November no court beti gina ene de obi obebusa ne bia each side obi aba
ya na say something na behwa ade for so e no mo so ete say because ade no timi say sisi ade ya t-shirt now mihu legal wives so my t-shirt na che se otimi se afane afa wo mo gina odobroni achi wo mo nso mo gina ya akosua se wa achi ene ne ka ho well samsi ahoma no article but bem se nkomo no titru emu nsem no ne de abrem otifo
Peace FM.
Yeah. Injunction number so.
Peace FM.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Peace FM.
Some see me transfer. I say we shall see. bia maka bia trodo because me mom sirimu and cansem. Ewa mobete but masumu sounds.
FM. Peace FM.
Right, so Studio Han saying JB Atanasi, Tilia Kuri Patanasi, sounds now MCI Boatanasi. Let me just address this particular issue quickly. It's here for who said him, but because of a Jumedia Dini Dia Biaji Kakramami, let me just address this issue briefly. So, Meminda Edi Jumawan's entertainment review. Friday, and penny for Tanasi, one more Tanasi, no, and Semino. Send you see call maybe born a tougher Emma wait here for Miminda. I will have say. And penny for Trasino. Near Cosi Yenina ne say. A busham penny and a ye yanedia. A busham penny and a moon a yanedia. Enti a busham penny Nasem ne saying. A busham penny so I say, Mam, you don't a ye kunano. And I'm paying for say busa penny o na odia ko pese eye ma mienu nyina yekuna womunko yekuna obi a onso onti ase no foundation form una ye busa penny womunko yekuna no ni onti ase no obetimi afirim ni oti ase no obetimi agepine no ayekuna onti ase o de be court no so omso de court a mo fan court yakwa kopie court ye kan sem no court na court atenase enti saa sɛm na mbɛka yɛ no saa pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛna kɔɔ so ebia na wohia sɛ mɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu mede nkyerɛkyerɛ mu no bi bɛka ho mamfɛ no anka ho ɛsiane sɛ yɛka koraa no na obia mbɛkasa ba nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ ne yɛdwuma ɛne ɛhuahua adaroma ɛna mpanyinfoɔ bi tia me naa so sɛ kwesi yɛwɔ gyidie wɔ mu wɔafidie Peace FM ɛdu akyire yɛkɔɔ yɛtena ase ne sɛ ne siiyɛ mebɛka wo afidie so asɛm si yɛ mbɛka wo afidie so sɛ wɔn a wɔn yɛ yodiom sɛ akosua sɛ wankɔ asɛm yɛn fa nkɔ court no ɛyɛ ekuo bi ɛsi ɛfrɛ mu Team Legal Wives muni mo nipa akɔ ka asɛm ne kyerɛ me ɛyɛ akosua sɛ wankasa ne hu nipa ɛna ɔka kyerɛ me akosua sɛ wa ono ani hu nipa ne twotwo mutwo ene ka kire me se Team Legal Wives for no mutua eye ensem no nye ni nyina na eka o ensem no nye ni nyina na ete ayeka enti mpamotwo bebre mo amuni minu munime mi mamme asem we mi mbeka me asensentreni asem no bebi eda me ba asem isi ye me metna ha embebo misirem enka asemo me frɛ omo sɛ wo mo fata na eni omo edi nkomo me metna ha mo mitirim enti ukotna u social media so na wudi matema eno emfa me ho ba wo yɛ sɛ wo bo medua eduabɔ no ni nyina bɛsan ba wo so because ni ameka ye no eno apepepe ne siye mo amote mu fie ni mu social media ni mabrabo echinchim ahwe benkum nifa na mosi mu bom dua no dua bia wo bom bia ebeba wan kasa wo so woni webusua woni wo ma back to sender send esika no enti I just want to clear that one briefly me wie maka ne saa no mewie nea mekae no trudo ɛnɛ na ɛsii wɔ court ɛnyɛ me na bɛtena na mebu me tirim ɛna meka yɛafrɛ reporter Martin yɛsiiɛ injunction no yɛabɔ egu court bɛtena ase 25th I'm in the studio no say JB Inside infuse
I was saying Diabo call
yeah inside infuse and the court injunction
okay
akusha say when nyaya mo bia amfa ne nsanka body no
yeah
mo bia anye yie nhihye bia fa lumba yie no bia obia ntimi nye saa de no court say there be me ma saa tumi no
yeah
benjo adwenche
Brakwasi I'm memfa kwan we infanchia etiefo enewo I'm grateful for this platform Brakwasi ye ma me ehwehwe ade ba ko bi ade ba ko na o hwehwe no and it says she's the only wife of this deceased. Now before you bet me, I'm on a sad year no. Now when we see a year date at Twabonting, there are many things that happened before a year no. Ain't no until say obenya that ruling no. So one tries say or the injunction ebe to body ni so any the proceedings of the funeral na. And no ma bet me akoso. Ain't sad year na. Omaba Toguno. Judge ni botugu ye because onim say before December 6, no ma kansem na wie. And as the gentleman said, you know, hopefully by November 25th, now Obama ruling on the case. Internet ehun as a judge.
Ususu say.
And from me perspective, me susu say. Ehun say judge na de injunction obe granted those injunctions on a year no anybody in so what I say and I believe say judge no onim de ekoso nyina and onim we have faith in the law say he will do the right thing and a year de say baso body na see no enti no under normal circumstances no see ye be kan asem na wie by 25th of November there. Then you hear say the injunction about to body ni so and I say ye no so because me am I ready my tom and Thomas me kokumase I call that lumba ye nti December 6 ne there ebeba so it is saying the twen say mama akosia oye the only wife and I say obi foforo e kan ho ade ye koi there me nim say Brakwasi me wo kwan say metimi based on the APA no metimi aka say me because say omo pulling out say now they are not contesting the fact say or your wife and I say on your wife that means say as it stands no as my lawyer never can say okay no on your wife na you favor by putting you on the flyer and as bibisa no someone pull it out there that means the worst that could happen on the final day no say Mama Kosia is not the only wife but definitely she is the wife the part what I say. Because right now, there's no case. Me say, so on the final day, the worst that could happen to Mama Kusia, and they say, and ye onon kwa and ye that lumba yere. So what I say, because right now there's no case bia against her, say whether she's a valid wife or not. And you know, to be honest, I am there because at the end of the day, you know, on the 25th of November, no, ye benya results, no, and we can move ahead. And lay to rest our legend.
Okay. Tilly, Mamintio. So me fan say and some no watch me, you know, and I be some no they call down court, no. The rate of summons in the move motion for interlocutory injunction. Interlocutory injunction, no. Na titu no can't court now say. So she was praying this honorable court, the court for another restraining the defendant. Their agent assigns workmen, etc., from either collecting the body of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba, from the morgue and to perform the burial and funeral rites of the deceased upon the ground set out in the accompanying affidavit. Say, Mobia fan Sankoka, Daddy Lumba, Emunu, Mobia ye bia hun share. Sansemwe, na uhia, court no fatabon fanto, so court no andiantum.
Yes, and per correspondence now on the Kasaya, no. Which means say, and yes, say
Samson.
Yes, Mr. Samson, and yes, say a final ruling na bana ye kasa who knew who to me, but
Mr.
Nyameche, Samson Nyameche. It's simply because of time court esusu say asem no mbe can we anytime a year ni one. They said there will be no need putting.
Let's not do that. Mama me and yes sir, because I'm on 40 radio. Senior more can because I shall say usu sisu minim say ubusa before I be hunu no be say because you heard me uti say me busa something say court no ma reason tie bia wa dismiss injunction no or say court no ama reason say ususu adia can speak me hu say ususu my en kan sem no sa na man for in shall say fan tenin ka say court no can because o mu fi so by 25th no ma kan sem no wi mpam cho bebre mama me yes sir say ususu ya kase ususu ya because JB ashase also can before be na native for air can.
Okay, so no unless and common maybe I understood it differently. I think say Abia then you correct me along the line because pediamete you know the upball issues be account say being the only wife say when be kuna no case no there court na nka ho asem ene na no na almost see ebenya ho response on the November no. And now Ubisa, I think that there was a part of Nkomona.
But just a while ago, the introduction, no me say asem no mo achem you know. First, the motion on notice for interlocutory injunction. Anna the substantive reliefs and the not 72 say yanka say open your yere. My bushia penny and kase odobroni your yere. Odobroni ntimi nkase your yere. Ono pe en obeye kuna. Two issues. Court no etna baako ene court no kan baako ho asem. Se yemfa tabon fanto so se obia enye ye ho hihye yentimi nkoka lumba eyi enti se ebusuapani pa na se bia otena so obeye yie na obetimi aye na yie obetimi esie lumba.
So no, that was a different understanding. Okay,
yeah, that means it's an explanation ya would ya me. Nature say any say yemfa say ochina ebusuapani ka say okay December 6th no kra me pese me sesa no assumption enye sesa na court e ka. Me pese me sesa no no November 10th fa. Nature say at the 10th of November na ye ni die. Oni pe ebusuapani be ebeka so omunye kuna omu no betumi ayekuna no. That's what it means, right?
Sir, because I'm saying, say, your interlocutory injunction, say, one person, Obi ade ni sabako kan emu. Obi be ye hun hihye. Me say court na boegu. Now, o share the rate of sermons, the statement of claim, and ensemo a wo person court no be ye akama no. Eye niama enan. Sa niama enan no. Sa nia making kind ni nyina ba so okay mo bia mfa ne sanko kan mu ni ade eno nka ho nia ope ene se nia ma nan a wo pe no o say an order. So the first one is an order of this honorable court declaring that the plaintiff is the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu. Nia di kan na 70 de court de di kan o say court no nka se ono pani oyire ono pani oyire the surviving spouse. An order of this court declaring that it is only the plaintiff who has the right to perform the widowhood right of the late Charles Kwadwo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba. So no pen obetimi ayekuna. Court no nkasa. A further order restraining the first defendant from ever dealing with the second defendant as spouse of the deceased. Remember, first defendant eye busuapeni Kofi Usu. Second defendant eye Odobroni. Wase court no enhye se ebusuapeni woni eye Odobroni enkonya nkitawde bia nkoka se okay wo yoyire bia. Ni etwa to kra wase an order restraining the second defendant from carrying herself as the surviving spouse of the late Charles Kojofosu, aka Daddy Lumba. Sir, court no nhye se odobroni mon frɛ no ho mon nam enye se me your yiri bia court no kan kire ni say hey, you cannot call yourself your yiri. These are the main reliefs are ohiefi court no. And I'm saying that court na bon junction negu. Enti say bi ebusu apanyi ka so okay we ye no krama sesa date no. Meye ebia that say obetimi aye.
But was that not a part of the conversation? Because
this is technical thing I'm reading. Yeah. I'm just saying, say technically, that is what it means. Opa, obeye, opa, onye.
Right. So then that means that say Ebusia Penicas obey na year. So long as the Kunayono is part of the let's very confused. So long as the Kunayo is part of the funeral rites, no more any whoever will do the kuna will do. No, this is just an assumption. We are not saying that's what is happening.
It's not an assumption. We are
I'm based on the rulings about Neno. Technically, they are all canon. No cre say Ebusia Penny ni betimi try say any obi change data but one thing we have to consider and say case na ko file ye no ye the data a year no ye di ahye ama court no all the dates ni bibia ye ama court no so when a judge is deciding say yembo we tungu I'm sure say or consider all the details.
You see you are doing asema make can no asema me kind no what you atum but you are saying it in a different way.
No, they make kind of say
no I'm saying that you are saying it in a different way. First of all, o say ebusapanyi pa obetimi asesa date no. That is exactly what I'm
so
just saying.
So when he changes the date
I make say o change date na akosia say wa betimi akọ court akọ file motion
say
ye the asema ba court ya say date on the 6th as ye nya yie ye kan asem no after the what's the date no
David but say court so am Ebusia Penny say the osi o person odi ni sa to or the taboo to a year so or person odi ni bia to a year so say osi no for 2 minutes ma obia say Ebusia Penny ko ye na yi
me tie no ase but in common now interviews Mr. Kwesi Abuaji there was a part of the conversation Mr. Samson Kenya to ne kan e kan sentie the court no time no mo do be a year no by the ruling no or be no o we that was even me my understanding say it could even be say enumpo what you said. That's why I'm asking say is that the reason why court did not see the essence of putting the injunction.
What you are saying is right.
No, because
no. Correspondence no.
I think so we need put this out part of the common.
But the abra kwesi kan sesi ano 2 minutes we busu apani was on koye na ye me ba ma mi wi. Okay. Enti no eye ne na ye nim say December 6th. Yes. Ebusu apani ochina oda no sorry no ka say eye no. Wa hwe nyema toto nya opese osesa date no eye no November 10th. Let's see. November 10th no sisi enu court amani to me say ye no betumi akoye o enti sa November 10th ni du no kwakoye na ye na sebio wa wo ye legal wife o wa wo ye legal wife o enu no court ndi sa asem no ye enti ni emani mienu ni na pe de ebusu apani kan say opese omu mienu na yekuna if indeed the date changes that means both women can perform the widowhood right.
So does then that not nullify the part where the man say court is to say time omu ye affect no. So now if you have moved it then it means that it comes back to the core of the common.
You see what I'm just trying to tell you people I'm saying say there's no interlocutory court on fat tabunu bianto so you understand on fat tabu bianto so ebusuapeni person sesan I am not saying ebusuapeni be yes sir and I don't think say ebusuapeni be sir but I'm saying say so person odi anwegu gari mu a obetimi asesa date or asesa date na on tumbre bia because the court did not grant your interlocutory injunction.
So Brakwesi eno de obetimi a try but or the anwegu gari ni ma ye de sonne ye ba be sonne so ye be call back to court to file a motion say judge this is the case we are discussing. December 6th.
You are just prolonging the case.
Oh no. Brakwesi o correspondent MIT say because of when
JB I've just said that I'm saying that opeso you obey. Also see okay or ya obey. That's all you are saying. Let's move on.
Brakwesi so
No. Because maybe understanding of a commander I have are completely different. So, you.
No. I mean, concept well different. So the episode can be.
Yeah, because at this point, maybe who know as a 1-1. If a scores na ye keep here, because there was a case as in proving the legitimacy of Akosia Sewa, and that part.
There's no scores. You just want interlocutory injunction. Injunction, has been. But Master. Injunction has been dismissed. If injunction is dismissed. If it was granted, it makes your case more weightier. Saying court ni granting injunction now, you can't tell me say the lawyer will not be happy because it makes the case weightier. They ain't no pray. You understand?
Okay.
Or pray. Yeah.
But then was there not a case withdrawn too? Because per the same correspondence, no Patrick say. The other side
that
of
is
the
not what
family.
you are talking about. We are not talking about. You see, don't mix up issues. Oh yes, sir. You are not helping the discussion.
Okay.
We are talking about interlocutory injunction.
Matthias, they come away there. It's about my head.
No. It's not about. You see, when you do that, you are not helping because it's just like can't interlocutory injunction. Who do you come with? I be up because I say okay. Won't say the way I see canon scores 1-1.
Okay, so the interlocutory part now, my understanding of it is very different from what we have now. So this conversation, let it pass me now, because I honestly don't.
Mamintio.
Okay, so Brakwesi, I think say this is what we've been saying. And who be here say whatever man so train and argument be a why yes feel say ye person mra bemuna or settle no ye betumi aye na mum yen hwe na nka yen kra papa na chi ye na nka onkoda asumdwen mu and many ajepa say ne judge ni no wabo yes injunction na to because I felt say it was not needed sanka that the lumba be she fridge ma ni eguso twe ne ho manso because ye nim say litigation there enye na ne china sem in as much as na first time no mo call court I don't know if it was from lawyer Kusi or someone no mo can be say judge na show mo boss obedi asem na nsa na ye ne but anything could have happened. What must because who could dinner obi si on ten wasi obi besa akona akwa eti for me many aje papa says injunction ya bought to go December 6th no say busuan penny any na busuan tena se na se o mo maintain sa date ne dia na che say eyie na be ye den e be ba so kama ama yakora that the lumba echiye bakwesi ye focusing on interlocutory injunction na say we are talking about their course in
okay no bibi person can
okay but anyama bi and so during the courts me notice ye kakra I'm say team legal wife for omani abramu ye adwuma pa na mebo mabaso say wo mo den advocate omo person omo support omo yonko ba but no kra wo mu no so say se mo support mo yonko ba na sesebio mo simpie ni mo argument na mo be ye na ekoye se is tearing another woman down wa se ne e ka no otwi mu se ne na ade ana mo pese mo ye ne ewie peyo ye de babro for kasemu a ye be ka say mo use but you are using it in less na chese ne sa kuo na makote na akwa ye useless enti yen focus on ade a ye pese ye kuma no na ye advocate on that. Na brakwesi enensu bio yesa ko witness say name callings ni ade ewo eye court no anim ho. Na brakwesi I say this with no apologies and with no shred of doubt to say obi biara na be me biara onhu anything wrong with the fact that people are disrespecting and abusing some women are omuye involved with that person is an abuser in real time. Because sabi obra kwesi etiefo a womu tie ye nyina mesrese so obia wo Google a onfa ana say owo your friend is saying chat GPT a onfa GTP de bia make onfa na on type who is a side chick me pacho obi anfa me make me point me akwesi me wi a bia betima say
so eti o ye ni Google to share ni person.
Okay. Now, me Google ye no. Me ba be kind dia me hu ye no. Ama etiefo ni na ehu. Me busa chat GPT say who is a side chick or say a side chick is a slang term for a woman who is romantically or sexually involved with someone who is already in a committed relationship. Otuaso na wo kanya bedu baby a. Omobeka cho say a side chick is one who is involved with a married woman and is usually hidden. Yes.
Usually is the key. And it doesn't have to be hidden. It's usually.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Yes, side chick yedi ni sie.
No, usually.
Oh.
You stressed on that word. Don't forget it.
Yedi usie.
No.
Side chick yo. Let me finish my point.
Okay.
Side chick yo bia yedi usie. Side chick yo bia yen yiwu ewo den ewo bedwem. Me pacho sa edina ye flying around on social media is extremely disrespectful. For a woman, especially a sebio, or ni bema sanya simpie bi a bema ni jina subiano, or introducing it say ne dofwa or nenitino. And you're very disrespectful. You can disagree with that, the Lumber's choice. I will make it. You can say that you do not support Odo Broni or whatever. But to say ye be jina be jemna sebio, ye be guni hufi, ni ya kan sema enye sa no yeno is very disrespectful.
Okay.
And baby ami jina asobano brakosi enche ye. My last thing is so I'm observing is say and Crawford do na womo kasa on behalf of Mama Akosua Sewan omo nsho mo kasa mu yi kakra.
All right, me that's
it.
Watch it,
Mami last one. Because every time I started see Daddy Lumanyum, I'd say Mama Akosua Dino, the image in my head has been a woman of virtue. Oba sebio onye basabasa. Emrasa rumo yiba of poison. That the lumba krasa bejina simpie so clarify saying no.
Is the koyonso man? The koyonso man.
Oh, the tubu. He made the perfect image of Akosua Sewa even more clearer in my head. Not just on you obi oyeni pabone. And Timua mo kasa on her behalf no. Imagine na mo painting about the woman is as though she's vindictive and is back for revenge. Okay. And Minjin this Mama Akosua cannot hear.
Medasi. There's this for interview Kitubia. Hello FM for year Kumasi, and MC for Kumasi. Womani Ebusia Penny lawyer, Edin Komo, Yentie and some of the two Jana Yamra. Yen Yamba sorry so. Yentie.
What we are saying is that the court has decided in our favor. Mr. Payne has come out victorious. But in all of these things, it is the family. It is the family that has been given another opportunity to come together and ensure a peaceful barrier for that people. What we are saying is that the court has decided in our favor. Mr. Payne has come out victorious. But in all of these things, it is the family. It is the family that has been given another opportunity to come together and ensure a peaceful barrier for that people.
Okay. Well, so Ebusia Penny lawyer no Kasano was say one would you say you see what court and no. Yadia a young kunumdia emomo. Ebusia Penny ne lawyer Kofusu, a lawyer for no more Casano said, we no Emma Quine, say Busiano, won't bet me a carbom na, when we see a woman this year, no Tomodium who is saying kunumdia. Debbie who say, well, send your lawyer can send it too.
I think say as a lawyer he can't hear. So what the two are power no so and can catch a lawyer and say one can say they've come out victorious because Obiandi Bim and Obiandi for in this case. As seven there have been withdrawals of cases on both sides into Obiandi Bim. I mean okay, I guess say Obitimi share free say Ebusia Penny no ade a opeso ye ne se opeso ye na eyi opeso ye na eyi bra kwesi mpacho tie
so mo pese mo yem program tutu mic no so about na mo bi na mo yem program o why mpacho
bra kwesi you know let me retract what I said asem o kan ne say Ebusia Penny adi nkunim, right? And I understand where he's coming from because Abusia Penny, you know, na Mama Kusia Peso de injunction to the so. Now untimi nye na yi, entimi amba so. Into that side no, wedi nkunim. I agree with him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, meaning Tilly.
Okay, so I think say I agree with him because if basically a person didn't judge to where you so now say court say that be and found to swear. I just say wedding kunim on that side. Yes, wedding kunim.
One real quick. I think say Abusia Penny Edin kunim, but at the same time so no. A person busa say brakwasi. Why ane can say Mama Kusia ne can you know flyer no no. It's a favor na no mo ye no every Abusia Penny when they buy and I say if free lawyers know they buy.
Every Abusia Penny
say every Abusia Penny what they are.
The lawyers wrote on behalf of
Abusia Penny. No. It is say every Abusia Penny ni what they are. And in Abusia Penny no elusu and one winning. Well lusu in a way say now or say Mama Kusia or challenge the legitimacy of Nawari. She say no at the worst cry no she will still be a wife. What I say, not the only. Internet Abusia Penny can say they were doing her a favor. No,
I know they who court him. We are to me. We are my court.
Me part say on Abusia Penny request.
Me just say me we are my court because no. You nyabutre.
Okay.
Ti asema me kano.
Okay.
Me say me we are my court. You see at the look Tilly. Only munya dia moye. Me say
okay.
O say at worst.
Yes.
She will end up being a wife.
Yes.
And I may say, we are my court no. Unim ni a court bekan.
Okay. Matias.
And now what in
Matias.
Yeah. So let's leave that.
Okay, let's leave the judgment
you don't know,
aspect.
Say
okay.
Court no. At the end of the day, court no bet me aka say. Mimi fi say emre mu minim die onye oyire. Court bet me aka say ampa oye oyire. That is what it stands.
All right.
Yeah.
So Abusia Penny, you know. Na ono na press say Mama Kusia enye yere on that side no to withdraw that case and I say about that side need to go ye no na say Abusia Penny e di for ho but e ba so betimi akoso aye na eyi ne dia wedi nkunim me da say
okay me do my the microphone no on na obi kasa na mami otiho etili o ya chebi so me bie microphone ma wa.
No, and yes, sir. Just my understanding, sound common way now, has been very difficult. Actually, the entire Lumba case has been difficult for someone like me because as I'm no court, and now we are also talking from our understanding of how Nkomo are unfolding. So usually, unya will be a otelo asia. The perspective are very different from almost what the end they because in Komoya, even if we focus on this particular one, the withdrawal partner of the NAC, that was the part of the woman's.
You see, this is your problem, man. This is your problem. If you notice, even though something can about say a man, meaning say whether you Bushapini a lawyer. And now Dobruni lawyer, and a normal challenging the capacity. I think a Bushapini, a normal challenging capacity. Okay, so my withdraw, because you see, I don't have too much details on that. Why it was even withdrawn? He just said, "Oma withdrawn," because we have to speak to the lawyers. So I have shied away from that case. Interlocutory injunction, there's something cheche mu kama, or cheche mu powiye no. You be saying, what is the reason for withdrawal? But you seem to be focusing on withdrawal. But we've not discussed withdrawal. So, you see, when you come, and komona yebedi hun komono, asema ebeka, then you pass commentary on it. Okay. But you seem to be focusing on what we don't have the details on. Into sure, and komona you say men can withdrawal, apart from say something, can we say and can withdrawal and what say? Do you know why it was withdrawn? Tilly, do you know why it was withdrawn?
No, me, I have questions. I don't have answers.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know why it was withdrawn?
No, I don't have an answer.
I also don't know because Yebusa something, which was the person who was on the ground. Yebusa is okay. Why was the case withdrawn? the lawyers have not been forthcoming in speaking to us. Busuapeni lawyer. Say be okay, well, A, B, C, D. The people that were on the ground. So if Finabia will go back, we'll try and make contact with them and see it's okay. You show Mobetre at the current tier or withdraw that capacity challenge now more year. Then we can have meaningful discussion on it.
Okay, Pacho, can I ask a question? Per interview now only Mr. Samson here, you know. The parts now all can about date, you know. Was it his personal opinion and all share? And I say it was because I think that is where me confusion wondering common has been. The parts are now all assume say ABI because of the dates, you know. Internet injunction, it was Omubo Tugi, and was it his personal opinion? And I say it was the Asema Omukawo courts and now no relate to us because the correspondence now is also about the fact that he was in court now all relay and Komo.
Which date bang?
As in the parts now all can about the fact say the injunction no time on be you know anytime a court in the assembly it could be say it will not be necessary for the injunction into no move to go and I want to hear. It was an
assumption if you listen to something date in the grandpa no date you know so Obusam say akwesi date no cry then so I have to come here and say so on the 6th because he was assuming say Onu free say he didn't say categorically the court said that.
Okay.
You understand?
I feel na Matthias because per commoner may understand and now I was like okay then it means that the woman has not lost it's just but now it's his assumption there I understand.
You are interested in losing and
no because honestly as I said in common way no I don't understand it. That is why Ebabia na makase OM pass. I honestly don't understand it. Me train say judge no every final verdict e bana fe obi ade ya adesua. Me menti ase.
Eno kra me so say onya ade abeti ase.
Brakwesi say Abusuapeni lawyer etimi ba on now obeka say Abusuapeni edi nkonimu di a I believe say Tilly man the submissioner obetimi attach on it to say wedding kunimum but so also the bibi ko na wa draw there and the ones also wedding kugu ana
what are you talking about?
Okay.
No but that's legitimate.
Yes.
As I said, you know, I am equally confused.
No, but let me my main can be sure and where my thinking and it's a lawyer Eddie Adiako and I'll see why I withdraw. It might be on the technical grounds. If you officer look, I did you hold more you see that yes, initially you thought that this could help your cause or your case. But later, Ober Translate Dream said no. The way I said no crack on, I don't have to proceed with this. Because the Bema didn't cry about ting. You understand? That is why sometimes you say be cruel to me or to me no say okay, well, plead guilty. Because if you don't plead guilty and you say you want to let us have a full trial. Now you are baby you do back no. When was a court na that day near was a court in Krebufu because wow you said you would default. And so I'm you understand? Even though I mean it's presumption of innocence, so I mean until say proving guilty, you know. Right. But I did out to say no, I did wait there with default. So I shall say now say okay, well I plead guilty to this one. Sometimes court no leniency kakra because you understand. So and technical this might be on a technical grounds. Purely because a lawyer for no share. Look, we think that we don't even have to continue with this capacity thing because omo hu bibi anoma ti bibi omo ye hwehwe who say listen, we think that probably the judge can even say idea way and so we don't even have to challenge the capacity. So you might not that's what I'm saying say until you need lawyer for ne kasa na ebusa but o fa no trust okay lose because it is a technical thing. This is Ibrahim and it is civil procedure. A course a whole course I wish law school I wish civil procedure quite file so sa court to do be somehow be a court in so maybe they realize that look in terms of the procedure we don't even have challenging the capacity will go against us. It will not help our cause. Let's withdraw. Then it will even help our cause or our case.
Yeah. MCI for some time now. The concern no ɛho hia pa sɛ edin a yɛde frɛfrɛ maa no but the me hu ne sɛ da biara no ayɛ sɛ okipi score on edin a yɛde frɛ maami yɛ maami mmienu a wɔware dada no ba no da biara ne score ɛne remarks amanfo making no ayɛ na ɛyɛ towards deɛ yɛde frɛ ɔdɔbroni and I'm asking say adan ɔnte deɛ yɛka fa mama akosua no ho ana afei so no meanings are not in words, they are in people.
No, hold on.
Meanings are not in words. Oh, omo friend sa word defense kosongo. Some person chese ma me no ehun ye fe. Oh, come on. Omo kan ese ma me no ho ye fe. Ana ma me no oba papa bani afin no a renowned, should I use the word renowned? Yeah, papa Captain Smart ekra ka say old devil. Oh, enti we nyina no I'm wondering say aya na me nua ba no onti ana. Ye fe no ntonchen. Meanings are not in words, they are in people. Enti ne say oka side checker Ghana ha ebi ase de city ase no it may differ from okwa abuchira. Enti no me share so obi ka side checker maybe the meaning and say obi wo kunu am na obi wo yere na wakotare ho enti na dey allow
Bago Simpacho, can I address it? Same way by have you followed have you followed my submissions on the issue?
Yeah, I have
you realized that even from the get-go of the issue I've said that you should stop calling both women names? Have you?
But then I'm saying
I'm asking a question.
You emphatically
no, yes or no.
Don't do
that. No. You followed my submission and you know what
so Hello FM ni Chaskojo Fusu ne sister Akusha Brimpoma interview bi I just want to get that interview now. Yambo kakra mfa mama etie for ne ani ansori ne enko yentie Akusha Brimpoma
Abra manye na ho me nyame asem ye nyame be ka obi ani ho pentopa bibia ya sunje obi apa hoto ense ne da no Awurade boye ye de to ba bia da no problem
Wadaroma enti bani awode na mo wadaroma ahoboa ben na bo yese busua e de ahia esanse enhye bi no ase
6 December de me menye ready 6 December ye yimi nua no me menye ready
well so Akosha Brimpoma na mote se wo kasa no Charles Kojo Fusu ni nua ba panyi wo se ono 6 December no wonye ready. Hello. Okay, yapon. Sa number dia mapon. Yeah, sorry nko. 6 December. Akosha Brimpoma say onye ready. Say 6 December ni ebesie ni nua be ma no a onye ready. Minim ebia date ope. O say
Abra manye na ho me nyame asem ye nyame be ka obi ani ho pentopa bibia ya sunje obi apa hoto ense ne da no Awurade boye ye de to ba bia da no problem
Wadaroma enti bani awode na mo wadaroma ahoboa ben na bo yese busua e de ahia esanse enhye bi no ase
6 December de me menye ready 6 December ye yimi nua no me menye ready
Peace FM ni Akosha Brimpoma so be ha adwen o 6 December no onye ready any time men no be ready am fan ko next year well onye ready dia muma luma onhyem hope so discover ba no de tia mo chirika no de enye sika manfo agege sika na agege 500,000 na egu onu tina bia unya ready we ready time ben there na open there na there obey so you ready Akosha Brimpoma there na wo train there ma me there na open be ready hey o my NCO brother na no brother enko no anko pe baby na wonwe ne ho ya said date 6 December usu unya ready say hey asaman krani I mean be hard you
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
Mfa munu fa manu no nkwe. Mfa manu. Mfa lumba. Also on ready 6 December yam pon yanko. Mfa
okay.
Yeah, yapon.
I rather see me them in the dream because tickets in December. Menen the dream say on your ready in a sense say what ya buchia na when I what now we adwuma wo ha you know how much ticketing e cost. Ana ye ni nua ne 1 week.
Oshamo chiri no be 6 months obetua ono obetua ka.
No me bacho on your ready
ono ne person. Wa usu ni hwe wa akusha abirbo usu ni hwe usu si ebra on fa.
Rather see busuapani bia o de aye be hye December bia a onim se adofo wa abuchi no na busuapani wan consider abuchi for no because the nipa ne be ye ni nua 1 week enche bia just consider what take adwuma off now asa de aye na ko 3 months later you have to consider them.
Okay, all right. 6 December tili yampo ma me no so onye ready.
It's ya no onye ready to da be na date for be no abeboa no. I think say no one suggested to ebusia panyi because omuna say because say omuna efunu yo omode che don be enti say we ebusia na when you ready I don't think say ye media na was say we kire ebusia na hye ye date te ne ebusia na ntena se ka say ebusia e bia me hwe me ticket nya ade a me nye ready e bia esu town criers am dey omunya ready ti ye moving ko January ho baby what you say na mo nyina ba ye de ye ntimi sesa date as a matter of fact akosi ase wa create me sesa date na ye etino oni ebusia panyin kasa cause ono pe na betimi a kire say ye be movie ama obi a ye ready and as ye be call time aye wona
yeah
Bakosi na me pese me hu say ready na o kasa onye ready ni dey hu na onye ready sika semu ana say dey na onye ready one because so long as me nim na eye kakraka say tie die menya sure so obia be ready ansa na yetumi ayeden ayeye no metiase say bi adwuma omo ye no we so omo gi leave of absence any ade but send ya aba ne de na abasa and I'm very sure say bia I was sort of finding a way because if the funeral is going to be coming on the set and she wants to be part she needs to find a way said that when you daji as say omo de twimanso no she needs to find a way and come and bury the brother in peace.
And it is a send idea is a date for
and also they may doubt it because senya manso ne kwaso ne bia yesie papa ne ekura na chi yi a ebeboa a keep peace and dignity ni way no because as time goes on
one year ready now that I know so they obeko court
so no nko anti na ye no
enti obeko court
aso obeko dia
because since you oni akoso ase wa no maka bomo oni na ye bibia
enti onu so be file in
no me sure say since onu nye ready no e bi akoso ase wa so be ka say onye ready because you say bibia press release is e ba no chat GTP press release no mu yi
a collaboration
chat GTP press release you say babia o mu mienu o mu din na wo so yeah enti I'm sure say since o ka say onye ready 6 December no kiakin wonu so be ka say onye ready
any na me dey mo ready o mo nya mi nim say eyesikasemu so mo
time you say we opportunity date be na so propose
me dem dream say say omo na ebusia pani tena say
no mo me say
me dream say February
omo na ebusia pani no say
February
ebusia pani no say date amosi mo na nusan so omo na ebusia dem mo am ko say
ba was ebusia pani wo ho ba ko si unua
me say o say oni ebusia pani ko say date and na me say ebusia panyin no asati date dey akosia na onko seti ni date
na me kasa me nya sure so say adwuma bia wo ho a wo ye adwuma wo ma se bia wo kunu awuda fom ana wo nua nimpon se wo nua nya nchen yo wo awuda fom na wo akosere kwan se wo beba na ye be kasa ye ma wo
just 1 week ago oje you leave e be ye 1 week just 1 week ago oje leave e be ye 1 week no asa akoso omo sama leave na I don't think so you know the system unima bochi system oje because a funeral
munim system wo ho na mo tweman
manso na enye system the judicial system
so unim system
MCI Boajebi Tilia Kenipa